and welcome to Coleman Tarot. My name is H.E. Coleman, and this is going to be your video for the month of October. Even though everything might look exactly the same to you, I am in a totally new place, and I've set everything up in the middle of all my boxes. I've been moving all month, so that's why everything is different for me, and I can't find my rings. But eventually I'll find everything in these boxes, and I hope that you enjoy your video. Okay, Capricorn, here we go. Okay, my table is very wobbly, so hopefully it will not feel like an earthquake to you. Although we did have an earthquake a little while ago. Not today, but I think about 2 weeks ago. That's for you, Capricorn. The Chariot. Nice. We got this one here, the 9 upside down, and then we got the moon. I was gonna like go like this, but they just kept popping out. So, okay, it's definitely this one. That is really hot. Okay, then we have that. Then we have the 3 of Cups is over here, and the 4 of Cups there. The obstacle is the High Priestess. And the outcome is the 7 of Swords. That's interesting. Okay, so right off the bat, let me just get a feel for this whole thing. This is powerful right here. Okay, so first we have the Chariot, and the Chariot is about fast progress, okay? The Chariot is, let me just see this card. I haven't seen it. This is my new deck, so I haven't seen this one yet. Wow, he's in the clouds. He's in the clouds running along. That's really, I haven't seen the Chariot in the clouds before. That's really awesome. He's charging through the clouds. That's pretty good. He's really high up there. So this is about like really high aspirations. The Chariot is about using your conscious mind and your subconscious mind together to get what you want. Okay? Really going after something with your heart and your soul and your mind at the same time. Okay? All systems go. Then over here we have the 9 of Pentacles upside down. Now, the 9 of Pentacles is about feeling very comfortable financially and feeling very secure. And this is upside down. So what this is telling me is you might be worried about money. And also, it might just be a time to stop spending. It might be a time to plan for the future or to put something aside, okay? This is saying that you're not really planning financially properly. You're more just being a little too frivolous, okay? Now, over here, we have the moon, and this is about finding your way through the darkness. So here in the Chariot, you're way up in the clouds, and you're way up there, and you're saying, I don't really know. You know, like this is really exciting, but it's unusual because you're so high up, okay? And here you have the moon. It's right there. And here's the moon again. And this is saying you might be so high up in the clouds you don't know where you're going. So you might have such a brilliant idea that you don't even know what to do with it, okay? And this is telling you that you will figure things out. Okay, this moon here is exactly the same as this moon here. It's a crescent here and a crescent here. So this is telling me you're on the right path. Even if you feel like you don't know where you're going, you're on the right path. Okay, this is your destiny. This is where you're supposed to be. In the middle, you have the Emperor. And this is saying that the universe is on your side. The universe is going to be providing you resources, okay? And that is great because when you're using your instincts to get through, it's great to know that you're also being supported by the universe. And that's what I was saying before with these 2 cards being very powerful. This is like the universe, and this is like, you know, not only is it a Chariot, but it's in the clouds. So this is telling me that it's a very strong, whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish, you're really being supported here. Now over here, we also have the 4 of Cups. And what's happening here is this guy's he's a little down in the dumps. He's being a little sad, not even sad and melancholy. It's more about pouting. Okay, pouting is a great word. Pouting. So you could even have what you want, but you're just kind of pouting and saying, well, how come I don't have this? And how come I don't have that? And how come this person doesn't like me? And how come this person is being mean to me? And how come I don't have the recognition that I want? Or how come I'm doing a good job, but I'm not getting praise for it? That's the feeling that I'm getting. And this person over here, the mermaid. The mermaid is representing advice that is not from humans. Okay, advice that is not from, it's more like from the universe. What I'm saying with the Emperor, it's more of the universe or animals or things like that telling you, you know, don't be so pouty because you've got great things going for you. They're trying to cheer you up in a way, but it's not really a person talking to you. It's more about the universe, and it can also be animals and things like that, or like your spirit guide or something like that. It's about messages from the universe trying to cheer you up, but not necessarily a person, because this guy's pretty much on his own right there. And that might be what he's pouting about, because here in the Chariot, you're on your own. You're in the clouds, which is not even on Earth, okay? And here in the woods, she's on her own. Here in the garden, she's on her own. Here over here, he's on his own. It's just that there's a supernatural thing there, and the Emperor is not a person. The Emperor is like the universe and God watching out for you, okay? So in all these situations, it's kind of like you're alone, and so here's just the universe's way of saying you're not alone, okay? And look at this, the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is a celebration with other people. So you might feel at some point in the month like you're a little bit lonely, or that nobody understands what you're doing, but here you have other people celebrating with you, okay? So it might be time for you to hang out with some friends. It might be time for you to, I know you've got fast progress, I know you've got stuff going on in your life, but it might be, and I know you're on a path that nobody understands because you're in the woods by yourself, but at the same time, you might need to spend a little bit of time with people, okay? When you're doing your stuff, like just some fun time. Do something fun with your family or friends. Just do something fun, okay? Take a break from working so hard and do something fun. Now here we have the High Priestess is your obstacle. And the High Priestess is wise. She knows everything. And that is your obstacle. And your obstacle is that you know a lot of stuff. You can see a lot of stuff happening, especially after the moon here. Here you can't really see where you're going, but here you kind of can see everything. And what that's telling me is it could just be that you can't really see where things are going at the beginning, and you're saying, where are things going? Why do I have to know where everything's going all the time? I mean, if you're charging through the clouds, you're not going to know where you're going. You have to accept that that's part of your exciting journey, okay? But at the same time, when I see this, the gut instinct that I am getting, the feeling that I'm picking up is that sometimes, even if you're the smartest one in the room, don't let that get in the way of being with other people. Like, don't try to judge necessarily other people and say, well, I know what you're doing is wrong. It doesn't matter, because sometimes what you're doing is wrong by pretending to be like, or acting like the smartest person in the room, or even if you are the smartest person in the room, even if you do know everything, even if you do know that mistake that woman's going to make, or you do know that that guy shouldn't be doing that, you don't have to always point that out. You don't always have to say, that relationship's going to end in a disaster, or, you need to go to college, or, you need to do this, you need to do that. Sometimes just let people make their own mistakes, and sometimes also you need to realize that your mistake is that when you're alone a lot, you're becoming wise, but you're also not being smart enough to hang out with people, because sometimes it's about just having fun, okay? Sometimes you gotta not judge other people, just have fun, and not judge yourself, and just have fun. And sometimes you gotta stop being so smart and go out and do something stupid, okay? Now, your outcome is the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords is about gathering stuff together. Now, let me look at this card, because it can be many different things. I want to see what the feeling is that I'm getting. Okay. Now, the Seven of Swords can be in some situations where you're gathering stuff, but you're sneaking it, and you're kind of like taking opportunities from other people because you're putting yourself first. That's not at all what I'm getting from this card. What I'm getting from this card is that this person, there's a carnival in the background, and this person is walking along with their swords. They might be, in some cases, it could be somebody stealing the swords from other people while they're having fun at the carnival, but that's not what I'm getting here. I'm getting this guy is going out and having a good time and gathering stuff. Look at his face. He doesn't look suspicious or evil or anything. He's just having a fun time. And it looks like he's having a fun time for the first time in a while. So I think this guy's going out and he's gathering the swords. I think he's going out to the carnival and buying the swords and gathering swords and gathering experiences. I think this guy's just having fun. At least the feeling I'm getting from this card at this moment is that this guy's having fun. I think that's the outcome. I think you're going to go out and have fun, and I think you're going to gain some new experiences, okay? And usually swords are painful. Usually sword experiences are like painful experiences that you learn from, but his are not. His are in a bag. They're not hurting anybody. They're not hurting him. They're in a bag. So he's earning experiences that are not painful. He's having some fun experiences. That's the feeling that I'm getting. That's what I'm picking up right now. So that's your outcome, having some fun. Okay, you're starting the month working hard and having really good inspiration. Okay, you're being inspired by the universe. Then you're a little bit down the dumps, and you get a sign from the universe or advice from the universe to go out and have some fun, and that's what you do. You're gonna go out and have some fun. And the other thing is, you know, this card is above this, and this is somebody who's wandering by themselves in the darkness and trying to find their path, because no one else can really be on that path. But this is getting off the path and having some fun with some flowers and some friends. Okay, getting off the path just for a little while, and not necessarily being so smart, not necessarily being so in charge of everything, and more of just having some fun. Okay. Now, and this person's going off by themselves again afterwards. They've had their experiences. They've earned some experiences. They're putting it in their bag, and now they're going back to doing whatever they're supposed to do. These are things that are hidden from you. One is the Three of Pentacles, which is somebody seeing what you're doing and saying, "Hey, that looks really good. You're doing a good job." Okay, the Three of Pentacles. Somebody's noticing that you're doing a good job. The other thing that you have here is the Ace of Swords, which is about clarity, figuring something out. Okay, that can be with a fast progress, and it can also be with the going from the Moon to the High Priestess, going from not seeing where you're going to seeing things. Okay, and also it can be with this, getting some clarity. Now that you've gone off and had some fun, now you can go back to work and be a little bit sharper. Pardon the pun. You can go back to work and do a better job because you've blown off some steam. Okay. The last one that's hidden from you is the Nine of Cups, which is fulfillment. Feeling very fulfilled. Okay? Look at the pumpkin there. Pumpkin for the fall, and the pumpkin for Thanksgiving. Okay? I know in some places it's in October. Some places it's in November. I know in Canada it's in October, I think. Okay, so that is about fulfillment and feeling happy. Okay, so that's a good sign. All right, now your spiritual card, you got two. Your spiritual card for the month is going to be the Hawk. And it says here, omens and messages. And there's your omens and messages, okay? And also you have the Emperor. Omens and messages. Excellent. And look, here is your hawk right there with the clarity. So the omen is going to be giving you some clarity. Nice. Nice. Your other one is the water fairy. The water fairy. And this says feelings and emotions. Feelings and emotions. Now, I want to point something out. Here, where the guy is with the water, here he's like sad and he's all emotional, and the water's right over here, and it's bringing a mermaid. His sadness is bringing this mermaid, and the mermaid's saying, "Hey, what's up? You're making all this water. What's going on?" And then that is where the person's alone and they're not feeling so great. And then over here, there's the 3 cups of water right there. The water fairies, it's about emotions. Water is typically like the emotion thing. And here's 3 cups. 3 cups of emotions. And then at the end of your month, you have the fulfillment, which is 9 cups. Okay? So it is important to be with others. It is important to be with others and to have a good time, because that is going to bring you the 9 cups. Okay? The happiness, the fulfillment. Now I'm going to give you an angel card, which is hard to shuffle. Angel card. Okay, your angel card for Capricorn for the month is the 5 of Raphael. And this says, everything happens for a reason. I say that like at least once a day. Everything happens for a reason. Release regrets. Anything you've done in the past that you've done wrong or that you've messed up, let it go. Okay? And embrace the opportunities for happiness. That's your 9 cups, okay? Search for the silver lining. So if something happens that upsets you, when you're sitting here in the water, instead of being upset, I know things upset you, and that's totally normal. It's totally human. That's why we're here. We're here to have experiences and grow from them, okay? So when something upsets you, instead of looking at this water and saying, you know, I'm really upset about this, this is terrible, look at the silver lining, which is, oh my gosh, there's the friggin' mermaid right there. Like, this is amazing, okay? So if you're going to focus on the water, that's one thing, but you can also you know, eventually look over and see what other opportunities are there. This card is also about seeing opportunities, and that is a mermaid right there. That's your opportunity to talk to a mermaid and say, oh my gosh, how do you get that tail? What's going on? How do I become a mermaid? Okay, so that's what this is telling me. This is telling you that everything happens for a reason. So if something happens that doesn't work out the way that you want, instead of saying, this is terrible, I can't believe this didn't work out, say, this didn't work out for a reason. Even if I don't know what that reason is, I'm just going to trust that I'm on the right path, and I'm just going to go, because here you are on your path. You can't see where it's going. You don't need to see where it's going, because the universe is looking out for you. There's the Emperor looking out for you, okay? And then you have over here a good time coming up, and then you have over here, you're going to have signs and omens. You're going to have clarity, and then you have the Nine of Cups, which is fulfillment. Looks great, okay? And don't forget, your outcome is the Seven of Swords. It's about you gathering some good times, gathering some wonderful experiences. Okay? Have a great month. Bye.